This is one of many videos on YouTube about growing on Instagram. But wait, before you click out onto another video, let me insist that this one is a little bit different. Today, I'm gonna share with you my Instagram growth hacks. All of them are quick and easy so you can implement and grow. Sound good? Let's do this. Today I'm in Mexico City and the question comes from Josh, who asks, Phil, I'm trying to grow my followers on Instagram. Do you know any good, easy hacks? Yes, Josh, I do. In fact, I know 6 of them, and I'm glad you asked this question because I've been thinking about making this video for a while. We're gonna call them today hacks because they're creative, they're strategic, they're little tricks that you might not have thought of. This video will be a little bit different than my other video, which has larger strategies on how to grow your Instagram in 2020, while I share updates in that video with things that you can be thinking about, and I'll link to that somewhere over here. I recommend queuing up that video for later because it dives more into the mindset of how you should think about Instagram to position yourself for growth. For now, let's get hacking. Here are my 6 easy hacks on how to grow on Instagram. Hack number 1, learn from what's performing best. Note that you can access analytics on your posts by having a business or a creator profile on Instagram. I highly recommend updating your profile from personal to one of these if you haven't yet. By performance, I'm primarily interested in 4 key metrics on Instagram. When we talk about performance, we're looking at likes, comments, shares, and saves. These are all visible on your own post insights. Simply click Insights below your post and they're the first 4 that are displayed. Likes are the least important metric. Let's start there. They still indicate what people are responding well to, but they don't really offer any kind of substance or insight into what people are thinking when they like your post. Now that Instagram has mostly made them visible, not to your audience, only to you, others can't even tell either what's performing best. Comments, those are more important. They indicate how much engagement you're getting, and Instagram will serve your content to more people if it's engaging. Shares, also important. Instagram interprets it positively when someone shares your content with someone else. Why are they sharing your content? Maybe they're making fun of you, just kidding. Or more likely, they're sharing it with someone else because they think that person will find it valuable or useful in some way. Shares are good. Finally, saves. I might argue that this is the most important metric on Instagram right now. Instagram interprets a save by a user as them wanting to refer to this valuable piece of content later. It's so valuable that they want to come back to it. This is huge. One example that I shared earlier, my post did better than I expected with nearly 170 saves. In this post, I teach people something very basic, at least to me, the 3 stages that I approach building a brand. For reference, I also, by the way, have a YouTube video about this, which I'll link to somewhere over here. I was really surprised that this post did so well because I thought it was pretty straightforward, but I learned that people found it valuable, so now I'm trying to create more content like this. Hack number 2, research others. You might not be able to see how many likes your competitors are getting in the app. Instagram, moving forward, is removing visible likes. But at the time of recording this video, you can still see other people's likes on desktop. Go to Instagram's website on a computer browser and you can see them still. Now this could change at any time, but I mentioned it because it still works right now. Seeing the likes of your competitors might give you insight at a surface level what performs best for them. Now, beyond that, I think you should also be analyzing the types of posts that they're creating, as well as the frequency, how often are they posting. The content, is it educational, inspiring, entertaining, or engaging? Take a look at what they're doing so that we can learn, right? We don't want to copy them, but we can be strongly inspired by what others are doing well. Hack number 3, post more. I wish it wasn't this way because I feel also the pressure of having to show up often on this platform, spending a lot of time creating good content, but I've read recently that posting 5 times per week is the minimum, And from experience, I hate to say it, I tend to agree. Post more, post consistently, and do yourself a favor and create a template to work from. I am a big fan of using Canva Pro, Canva so that you can upload your own fonts and colors with the Pro subscription and create a design template. This is exactly what I've done, so I am very easily able to duplicate from previous designs. It takes a fraction of the time if I had to design it from scratch. I've got quote cards, carousels, thumbnails, social posts, and a bunch of other stuff in there, which I find really handy. Now, I've been talking about feed, but all of this applies to your stories as well, as it pertains to frequency. Think about how you can update your story, ideally every day, without making it too complicated. And on IGTV, the newest vertical on Instagram, try and post there once or twice a week. It's a lot of work, I know, but this is really what you need to do to stand out from others. Hack number 4, comment on top posts in your industry or category before posting your own content. I'd recommend choosing a handful of hashtags that are relevant to what you post and keep them popular, not too popular, so in the range of, I'd say, 5,000 to 50,000 total posts. Note that you can search directly on Instagram any hashtag and it will show you how many total posts it has. Hashtag personal branding coach, for example, is relevant to me and it has a total usage of around 31,000, which is perfect for this. If your account has more followers and more engagement, feel free to use hashtags that are bigger. Otherwise, you might get lost in the shuffle. The idea of this is to leave a thoughtful comment on top posts that appear on your relevant hashtags so that those creators or people consuming the content of those creators see you tagged, right? They're being active on a topic or discussion that's relevant and you appear there as well. I recently spotted an example of this, a little bit different than what I've described, but someone leaving a comment actually on a big meme account, which gets lots of traffic, asking for feedback on their photography. This one comment alone got around 200 likes and likely drove a lot of traffic and followers to his profile. That's pretty creative. The name of the game here is showing up wherever there's traffic. Hack number 5, use a minimum of 5 hashtags in your stories when relevant. Many of us know that we can put hashtags in your caption or your first comment on your feed post, up to 30 of them, right? But we forget a lot of times to put them into stories. Having them in stories is actually just as important since you ideally want to appear in the Instagram story of popular hashtags. In this case, it's better to use larger hashtags since smaller hashtags don't actually have their own stories. So for me, rather than hashtag personal branding coach, I did hashtag personal branding, which has its own story. Pro tip, hashtags look a little strange in stories, so my tip to you is to write them, pinch them small on the screen so they shrink, and then you can cover those hashtags with a sticker or a GIF or a GIF, however you pronounce it, and people won't even know that they're there. They're not distracting to the viewer, but they're still working for you, doing the trick. Finally, hack number 6, make sure you reply to comments within the first hour of posting. Pretty straightforward. When Instagram displays the total number of comments, it includes all of the replies in that total. So in a way, if you're replying to everyone, you are doubling up the number of comments. And by replying quickly, that is something the algorithm likes in terms of engagement. So I recommend including also, in addition to replying quickly, a call to action so people are enticed to actually leave a comment. If you're not clear about what you want people to do or say or reflect on, they simply won't do it. So a few quick examples. Something like comment with an emoji that describes what you think about this. Or something like, what do you think? Comment below. Or how about watch my video, link in profile. Be really clear what you want them to do. So those are my 6 easy Instagram hacks. Maybe you knew some of them, but even then, I think they're all good reminders on what we should be practicing every day. Now, I've got much more than this packed into my course called Instagram Mastery. I will put a link to that in the description below. Any hacks that you're gonna try or ones that have worked well for you that I might have missed, make sure you also include those in the comment below. I'd love to hear what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more practical tips to looking good online. I'm Pallen. I appreciate your valuable minutes spent with me today, and I'll see you back next time.